Welcome to Keeping Up with the Jets. I'm your host Ella.
And your host Preston. The joke of the day. Ella, what time do ducks wake up?
I don't know, when?
The crack of dawn.
Today we'll be talking about the weather for this week. On Monday, it'll be pretty humid with occasional thunderstorms and rain in the morning, followed by another thunderstorm in the afternoon, in the spots in the afternoon. And on Tuesday, the high will be 75. It's going to be pretty low, cloudy, and breezy and humid. On Wednesday, the high will be 73. It will be less humid with plenty of sunshine. And for Thursday, we won't have a school, but if you want to know, the high will be 69, and it will be mostly sunny. And for Friday, we also don't have any school, but the high will be 73, and there will be plenty of sunshine. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Goodbye, Jets.
Wow, that's some nice weather.
Now on to music with Alan.
Alan.
My name is Brian.
My name is Louise.
And today we're interviewing people. What was the last song they were listening to?
To my Spotify, the last song I was listening to before entering school was West Side Gun, Below Hendry, featuring Mike.
Stay, see a new day, different skirt. On delay, get your shoes lacy for your trip.
What was the last song you were listening to before school started?
Text Go Green by Drake.
Text Go Green is a little different, don't it?
What was the last song you were listening to?
Last song I listened to was Hemorrhage by the band Fuel.
And leave life lay down in my hands again.
What was the last song you were listening to?
The last song I listened to, I think, was Lover Girl by Leve.
Skyscrapers causing vertigo.
What song you were listening to?
Intro by Junior H.
Donde te encuentro.
What was the last song you were listening to?
The last song I listened to was Funeral by Aisha Erotica.
My name is Brian.
Hello, I'm Leo.
And this is the SAT word of the day. Today's word is anomaly.
An anomaly is something that deviates from what is normal, standard, or expected.
The lack of dust in an abandoned house appeared like an anomaly.
Gosh, I just learned something new.
Now let's find out what teachers would be if they weren't a teacher.
With Miss Brooks, and today I'm going to be asking you, what would you be if you weren't a teacher?
Well, I've always wanted to be a teacher, so that's my first job. But if I had to pick something else, it would either be a worship leader or a dirt bike leader.
Thank you.
Miss Betty.
And today I'm going to be asking you, what would you be if you weren't a teacher?
If I weren't a teacher, I would be a pediatrician. I actually love caring for kids, and I also want to save lives. So to be more precise, I would be a pediatric cardiologist. So surgery, saving lives, that's really my passion. However, I found out that I'm not a fan of blood, so that's definitely out of it for me. So my next best thing is to help kids to find their footing in life and to be the best person they can be in the world. So that's what
That's awesome. Thank you.
Miss Sandel.
And today I'm going to be asking you, what would you be if you weren't a teacher?
I would be a person who gets paid to go on vacation and rate vacation spots.
Smart. Thank you. Here with
Rachel Brown.
And today I'm going to be asking you, what would you be if you weren't a teacher?
Well, funny you should ask. I would love to be a watercolor artist and to paint.
Where have you been?
And do some more paintings and maybe even teach painting classes.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Mr. Pocock.
And I'm going to be asking you today, what would you be if you weren't a teacher?
So if I wasn't a teacher, I'd be a professional basketball player.
Why is that?
Well, I loved basketball as a kid, but I'm not necessarily tall enough, even though I'm pretty tall, and I can't jump.
I'm here with,
Coach Horton.
and today I'm going to be asking you, what would you be if you weren't a teacher?
If I was not a teacher, I would work in a nursing home as a dietary manager. That's where I first started working out of college.
Would you enjoy working there?
I did. I got to spend a lot of time with residents and interact with the elders.
Aww. Awesome.
That was interesting.
Now was a cool animal facts with Aaron.
I'm Aaron Burrows, here to bring you the animal of the week. I hope you haven't had a bad day, because today we're talking about goats. Specifically, pygmy goats, also known as Cameroon dwarf goats. They originate from the Cameroon region of West Africa, but are found worldwide. They are known for their small size, with an adult only standing around 16 to 23 inches, and a baby only being 8 to 10 inches. Look at that little guy. You could pop him like a water balloon, but you probably shouldn't, because pygmy goats are very social creatures and mourn for their babies. That was a little morbid, so let's move on to some fun facts. Well, kind of just goat facts, because pygmy goats are just smaller goats, but regardless. Goats have rectangular pupils, which allow them to have almost 360-degree vision, but they have a small blind spot in the back of their head. Also, goat horns don't shed like antlers, so if you count the rings on each horn, you can tell how old a goat is. That's all I have for this week, so I hope you learned something new.
Oh, those are some cool animal facts.
Now let's talk about Spirit Week. Monday was costume day.
Tuesday was dress as your grade.
Wednesday was Rhyme Without a Reason.
Thursday is emo day.
And Friday it's class colors. Showing so much school spirit this week.
That's a wrap for today's flight.
Keep up if you can. Now on to sports.
An anomaly is something that deviates from what is normal, standard, or expected.
Here's the day. Hey Ella, what time do ducks wake up?
Hello, gents. My name is Brian.
Hello, I'm Liam.
And today's this.
Tuesday was dress as your grade.
Wednesday was without a reason.
I didn't.
You don't have to say all. This is your turn.
My name is Alan.
My name is Brian.